So today we're talking about fitness in the corporate world, managing a career in tech while managing fitness, how they benefit each other. I swear working out makes me a better employee,
Agreed.
not just because I'm
Wholeheartedly.
happier, but yeah. But I want to start with my first tangent. I used to take Ghost a lot. I feel like their protein is chalky.
It is. I actually have started using, they just came out with a clear protein.
Oh, I hate
Started
that.
using that,
And it tastes
which
like
I hate the
water.
aftertaste of, but the taste itself is great. I'm a little bit lactose intolerant, so
Hmm.
I've been a vegan guy for a while. All their proteins, I love Ghost for the record, sponsor me. But I will say it's like the first day you use it, you're like, this is the best protein they've ever invented. Like they had a Lucky Charms one, they partner with Cinnabon right now. The first use, you're like, this is the greatest flavor ever invented of protein. Why does any other company not do this? And by the third day, I'm like, all right,
I made a
I'm good. I
mistake.
need a new flavor.
Yeah, I know, because it's like they have insane flavors for what?
Yes.
That's how their pre-workout is too. It's like Swedish fish, only the red Sour
I'm
Patch
using Red
Kid.
Berry Sour Patch Kid pre-workout right now.
Oh my God,
Fire.
Ian. That's so on brand.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay, I was just curious. I went through a ghost phase. I don't take pre-workout anymore. Fun fact, I have too much
Wow.
anxiety for it.
That's all. Why? How? What?
I have too much anxiety. I can't take.
So you're just going in.
Yeah, me and my thoughts. I love it.
It's almost like this is a whole, we could do like a whole episode of my own like caffeine addiction.
Your
It's real.
sodas.
Not even that. It's real. Like if I don't have caffeine, I have a headache and it's not great. But at this point, it's almost like it's a routine where it's like if I don't have pre-workout and I work out, it's not going to be good. And it's definitely placebo as much as it is real. But it's like a real, like in my head, like, well, I didn't have pre-workout, so I'm not going to lift well.
I mean, I drink coffee every single day. Like, it's not that I'm not having caffeine, but I can't have that level of caffeine at one time.
Yeah, and that's so. It's while we're on Ghost recently. The reason I became a Ghost person. One was the collabs, obviously, but two was their pre-workout was a little lower on the spectrum of caffeine, and they've recently upped it, and I don't love it now. Actually, it's 300 milligrams now.
Uh-uh.
It was 250. 250 is perfect for me. 300's a little bit where I start getting like my tummy doesn't love it,
Yeah.
my body doesn't love it, my skin doesn't love it, and I'm like, I got to figure out how to go back to 250 again.
Yeah, The Bucked Up. Have you ever tried
I
their?
have.
Okay, so they have one that's meant to be for pregnant women, which is crazy, but I know.
I think, and this is not what we're here to talk about. I think and maybe there's something in there. I don't like prenatal vitamins or whatever, but any supplement marketed at women that's like workout supplement, protein, pre-workout it's fake. It's all marketing.
No, it is all marketing. But the reason why it's supposed to be for pregnant women is because it's a lower dose of caffeine.
Oh,
Still,
okay.
it's like 100
But you can do
milligrams.
stim-free pre-workout, and it's the same thing.
Yeah, because I like beta alanine. This is really gross and gym ratty of me, but I used to make my own pre-workout and I would buy,
Yes.
I know. I would buy bulk supplements, beta alanine, like just the white powder, bulk
Yep.
supplements, creatine, make it myself, put like a little Gatorade in there. It was great.
I'm shaming you, but I've done this. I worked at the vitamin shop for 3 years in college.
I love it. I
Yeah.
loved it. It was so fun. But one time, this is a tangent. So when Miller was a puppy, Miller's my German Shepherd, he got into my bag of creatine. And so he like ripped the bag, shreds it. It's all over my apartment.
I
No,
was hitting
it looks like
gains.
Gaines, but also like Pablo Escobar's apartment. Like it looked insane.
To segueing this back, that is like when I travel. I just thought about this at live, and I'm traveling today again and actually thinking about this. One, there's two components of the travel with supplement life. One is if you're a carry-on person, I'm going carry-on this week. Supplements in the carry-on get flagged 100% of the time in TSA.
Yeah.
Like I just am like, yep, that's me. I'll meet you at the end. I know you got my bag. It's
Sorry about
okay.
the white powder. Yeah.
Yes. And I don't know what the right move is. Like I've kept it in the tub, which is what I'm doing this time. I will take it out and put it in a baggie, which looks really sketchy, but I feel like it's a smaller amount, so maybe it's less. I don't know. If someone from TSA is listening, let me know what you prefer. I've had people from TSA tell me not to bring it. I'm going to bring it, okay? The other side of this that's also a problem is what I do to hotel like bathroom counters, because there just ends up being pink powder and
Oh.
whatever. And I'm just like, sorry. Like I tried cleaning it up. It looks bad. There's powder everywhere. That's on me.
Okay, just curious. Are you like putting it in the bottle a different way when you're on trip?
Well, so when you travel, my wife is yelling right now listening to this because I also have to clean our kitchen counters a lot because of this. Shaker cup, unscrews, big opening, easy to get in. When I miss, it's my fault, for sure. When you travel, I don't bring a shaker cup. So
That
I'm
was my
using
question.
like the throwaway water bottle that has a lid that's this tiny, trying to get a scoop into there. So there's a little bit more of a mess that happens.
Yeah, I think you're less insane now. I thought like you were traveling with your shaker bottle and all of a
No, no,
sudden you
no,
just
no,
get
no.
like crazy on vacation
No, yeah,
or
I'm
on your work
throwing,
trip.
getting the energy levels high, throwing pre-workout in the air like I'm LeBron.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this is a good point. Great intro because today we want to talk about how fitness can apply to your professional life because if you didn't know this about us, Ian and I both love the gym.
Love.
We love it. It's a part of every day, I would say. I honestly don't take a rest day, not in a crazy way, but like I just need to move my body every day. It makes me a better person.
Right with you. I've had people tell me it's a problem. It probably is a problem. I get it. Tomorrow might be a rest day for me just with how my schedule is working out. TBD on that. My belief in this whole philosophy that you kind of teed up with, like, it makes you a better person, started. There's a guy named Alex Garcia. He's a marketer. He owns a company called Marketing Examined. He also is, I'm going to say this from a loving manner, and I hope if he's, out there, doesn't take this the wrong way, is also a meathead, like lifts every day. And he is a big believer in that it is the hardest, like you're getting the hardest part of your day done before the sun is up. This morning, I ran 5 miles with this guy in Greenville who just ran 300 miles in the month of June. I ran his last 5 with him. Unbelievable. Joey Carlton, you're the man. But he was like, dude, it's so funny because he's like, I go to work and people are like, oh my God, this is terrible. And he's like, no, I ran 12 miles this morning and my legs are about to fall off. He's like, nothing here is phasing me at all anymore. And it's just, it puts a barometer on, like replying to that email that you're stressing about. Not that hard when you deadlifted 300 pounds early that morning or whatever you're doing. Like you're doing the hardest thing right away. And it's just building calluses for life on what hard is.
I always say that whenever we also both teach fitness classes, but whenever I finish my Pilates classes, I make everyone hold a high plank for a minute. And they're like, oh, they hate me. They're rolling their eyes.
I'm gonna,
So mad.
Junkyard, guess what's happening next week?
No, that's how they know. And like they know what's coming. They roll their eyes. They're pissed. They like press out to their high plank. And I always say to them, you have to start the day with something hard because it reminds you you can do hard things throughout the day. You just start it. And then you're going to come back and be like, well, I held my high plank for a minute and it wasn't that bad, was it?
Right.
So it's going to take me a minute to figure this problem out at work. I agree with that. I also think that when you take yourself and your fitness and your health seriously, people can see it and then you're more trusted to take your work seriously because you're like constantly committing to yourself and showing that you can keep promises and keep routine.
100%. And that's like, I've obviously gotten into running the last few years. And it's like any workout plan, whether it's running, lifting, whatever, requires you to follow a set schedule, to show up every day, to put in the time for something that you're not seeing instant gratification from, and continue to chip away and show marginal improvements day over day, week over week, month over month for like a greater good and a longer term goal. Couldn't agree more.
And this is the more obvious one, but if you're taking better care of yourself and focusing on your fitness, you're going to have more energy. You're going to have more mental clarity and you're just going to be able to do the hard thing that requires a lot of focus longer because it takes so much focus to run like you do 10, 12, 15 miles or engage all the proper muscles and lift up 150 pounds. All of that is going to transcend into your day to day.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. The other thing is like, and it's different things.
I have a fire alarm.
There has been a report of an emergency.
All right, you go be safe. We'll come back and finish this episode later.
I'm so sorry.
Keep this in, Alex and Lauren. Keep this in.
Yeah, we'll be back.
Several days later.
Okay, so when you're on, because we're both East Coast, when you're on West Coast, are you waking up at East Coast time and just getting it done?
All right, so in theory, yes.
Okay.
That's my plan always, but like this event, like the game is at 7 p.m., right? So it was like I ran yesterday morning. The game was at 6:40. We were there till 10 something. Like we got home at 10 something. So at that point, like I can't get up at 4 a.m. which would be 7 here. Like that's not, I need my sleep. It's not beauty sleep, but it's sleep. And it's, so I got up at like 6:30. So it's like not, it's 9:30 East Coast. Sorry, Julius, I wasn't working.
I think you're fine. I think you're okay.
But on paper, like if I don't have like an evening activity or event, yes. And I do, like, regardless, I'm probably up earlier there than here.
I like it. I've really liked the 2 recent trips that I had to go where I went West Coast because naturally I was up at 5 a.m. and it was incredible. I was ready to go. Everything was done within an hour. DoorDashed breakfast, lots of protein.
I've actually never DoorDashed breakfast in my life. And it's,
wait, that's crazy.
For how much I DoorDash, that's a weird exception that I have.
You've never, so what do you eat for breakfast when you're traveling for work?
This trip, this is a horrific answer to this, and I hope we cut this out. I had I got something from the hotel, like, shop, and it was heavy carbs because I was running. So it's like, I just need carbs. So I got like a little Pop-Tart from the shop, had that, and then ran.
Okay. And then we're going to talk about fitness today, you guys. So
I had Sour Patch Kids after.
Listen, this is my first tip because I feel like hotels don't usually supply super nutritious breakfast.
Nope.
And I've been staying in a lot of Hampton Inns because my travel doesn't get approved until the last minute. So that's the only thing that's left. But Hampton Inn, make fun of it all we want. It's got free breakfast. You have a free breakfast. But they're always gross and the eggs are like oily, whatever. So I DoorDash breakfast probably every single day. It's $20. I know that I'm going to get protein, something healthy, and not be like starving.
When you're not like limited geographically entirely, then where it's like, oh, I can't walk to that.
Exactly.
So, yeah. No, I like that. It's I'm gonna adopt that in my real life. You just cost me some more money.
Yeah. No, it's the best tip that I have and if you go to the gym while you're traveling, so like you wake up, you go to the gym in the morning, you place your order, you leave the gym, there's usually a little pickup place.
Oh, I do that.
You go to the lobby, grab it up to your room.
I do that at home. That's we talked about this at live, I think, but like, if I have to run after work, I do today, spoiler. It's my little like treat for myself where I'm like, hey, I have to run today. I have 6 miles. That's going to take under, 50 minutes. Guess how long DoorDash takes. So I will hit order. I will go run. When I get home, my food is there.
What are you ordering today?
TBD. Whatever I'm in the mood for.
Okay. Interesting. I think I would love to know your opinion because I feel like we could go a lot of different directions with this episode, but I don't want to give the basic like walk while you're on meetings tips or because everyone says that, and no one's doing that. I'm not walking while I'm on a meeting.
That's not true. I won't name names. I work with a salesperson who does, and it's very distracting, actually.
I know. If you just see a head, like, I can't do that. There's no way. So that's not the tip I want to give, but I would love to hear your thoughts on how you make time to exercise because you're very busy. And not only are you busy when you're at home, you travel a lot too.
Yeah. So like right now I'm training for a marathon. So I have like a scheduled training plan for the week. So I know like Monday I have to do this, Tuesday I have to do that, Wednesday I have to do this. So I try to, just like you would with work, like those go on the calendar. So it's, hey, I have to run today. So this morning I haven't lifted in like 4 days. So this morning I got up and lifted. I'm going to run after work. Tomorrow will be the inverse. We don't have work, but I'll get up and run in the morning. But those are like built on my calendar of like, do this, because otherwise you can move things. And if you don't have it committed, you're not committed to it. When I travel, it's similar, but it's like, you obviously have to plan out, like work comes first. It's what I'm paid to be there for. So this trip was like, hey, I have a customer event Wednesday night. I have a workout Thursday morning I need to do. So I was a little bit responsible. I didn't drink at the baseball game. I knew I had to get up early and run. I know, like, I was at 100% present. We didn't leave early. We stayed actually late because we had to pay the bill. But it's like, then it's the second you get in the room, it's like, what am I doing to set myself up for success? I lay out my outfit. I had 2 queens. I like laid out my clothes on the other bed. So I tried to get up. Yep, there you go.
I did that.
Then it's like, because it's in your suitcase, or if you're a person who puts stuff in drawers in a hotel, which I think is crazy, but that's a whole separate conversation. I feel like you are.
I wasn't always, but Peyton is like extremely organized and he trained me to do it. And now I unpack every single time. It's insane.
Right, it's crazy.
I know.
My wife's the same way.
Yeah.
But if like laying it out is you're just eliminating a step that you can get distracted. Like, because I'll go get clothes, and then it's like, oh, I got to make pre-workout, or I got to drink water. And you just end up like meandering around without doing anything. So it's like just order of events. Like I get up, I lay out like an electrolyte and water bottle. Like, yep, those are going. And it's kind of like prepping the night before to set yourself up for success in the morning. And then it's like I had to do 6.5 miles, and I only ran 6 because I had to get back for a meeting and then whatever. So it was like being adjustable but accountable to yourself of like getting it done, but still making time for what matters.
I feel the same way. And I think it's so easy to say that you don't have time.
Yes.
And that's what we always say. Everyone says, I don't have time to do that, but you make time for things that are important to you. And
Cool.
yeah. And if it's important to you, but I love putting it on your calendar. I do the same thing and it's a non-negotiable. Like I have to have time for
The
it.
meeting.
It is. It's a meeting. It's a meeting with myself. If I don't do it, I'm going to be evil and unhealthy. So I was curious because you travel so much more than I do. So I can imagine it being tough, but
We're
setting.
both the same way when we travel, where like I do add like, for me, it's like there are like incentives, and I'm putting that in air quotes because they're like what I think are incentives, but other people probably think are punishments. But it's like if I have to run, like in Seattle, I had to run. So it was like I'm gonna find the coolest place I can run. So I ran like down the coastline through Pike Place Market. Like I was like, I'm gonna build a cool route. If I have to lift, I'm gonna go find a bougie gym that is like a destination gym that like sure I'm gonna pay a ridiculous day pass fee, but I'm like I'm gonna go find the coolest gym in the city so I have something to like look forward to as part of getting this done.
Yeah, you have to do that. And then I think this ties into like how the episode started. Whenever you make the commitment and you do it to yourself, it gives you confidence throughout the day. Why are you laughing at me?
Because I don't.
You don't remember how that episode started? What?
That was a week ago.
Okay, well, I do. The episode started, Ian, since you don't remember anything we talk about. Talk about
going on.
why it's important. So the beginning was why it's important. I'll give you a little recap, Ian. We started about why it's important. Then my fire alarm went off. Now
I do remember that.
Yeah. Now we're here talking about our tips. So now we went through your tips. Now my next tip.
So you're very good about this. I feel like you are. You're a class person, which I can be as well. So is it to like you just, hey, I booked this, I committed to this?
Yeah, so I'm not usually a class person. I'm going through a phase right now where I don't want to make myself work out. I don't know what it is. I don't know. It's a very weird, because I used to love the gym and I'd spend 90 minutes in there by myself, just having the time of my life. Right now, I just want someone to tell me what to do. I think because my brain's fried at the end of the day, or when I first wake up in the morning, I just don't have it to make it up. So I am a class person, and classes help too. I always say this to my friends who are getting started in fitness. If you book a class, you're getting a fee if you miss it.
Yeah.
You're getting a late fee, you're getting a cancellation fee, you're losing the credit, you're losing money. So there is an incentive to get yourself to that class. I think it's a great starter for someone who's interested in making it more of a routine.
Well, it also eliminates the like planning aspect of it. So if you're like, to your point, getting started, or hey, I don't know what I want to do, book a HIIT class. There's a teacher, it's guided, it's planned out. You don't have to worry about any of the logistics of like what you're actually doing. You just got to show up.
Which I love, because right now I'll make the time. I'll get up at 6 a.m. I don't care. Like I'll go to a class super early, but sometimes my brain just doesn't work at that time right now, because I feel like having to be on or just use so many thoughts all day. I can't have thoughts in the gym. They're gone.
Yeah, the other thing is like with flights, I think you gotta, like we might have talked about this before, but it's like you gotta work out. Depending, like, so like I was going there, I landed late. It was like, well, I had to work out before. Same thing coming back. Like yesterday, I landed at 9 p.m. I got up and ran because I knew I'm going to be sitting on a plane for 7 hours today doing nothing other than eating Stroop waffles on my United flight.
Why'd you fly United?
Cheaper. Yeah, I got a budget. All right.
My bad.
So it's like you got to plan that out though. Like if you're getting there early and you can get in when you land, great. If you got to get it done in the morning, that's fine. But nothing is going to derail you more than sitting on a plane for 9 hours and knowing like, oh, when you get there, you might be tired if you didn't get it done or you didn't plan it out. So I think it's being flexible with your schedule, but also, again, like putting things in like where they fit, knowing that the travel day itself is not going to be a day you get a ton of steps or on your feet. Because that's the other thing with a lot of this is like an event like Live that we were at. You're on your feet all day. So if you don't get up and you don't get the workout in, just track steps. Like get 12,000 steps, be active all day on your feet. And it kind of eliminates some of the like stress of like not getting to work out, where you can kind of get the like neat, throughout the day.
I feel like a lot of this is literally just planning. But it's the same way. with nutrition as it is with the exercise part. So instead of the Stroop waffle, maybe there's a chance you grab a protein bar, hit up Hudson.
Okay, United didn't have a high protein snack option. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
I know you get a per diem. Walk yourself to a kiosk in
This
the
was
airport.
on the flight, Kat.
Okay, get it. I don't know. I don't have an answer for you.
Yeah.
Regardless,
For the record, NEAT, by the way, non-exercise activity thermogenesis. Calories you burn from non-working out.
yeah. Did you forget what NEAT was for a second?
No, but I said NEAT, and I don't know if all of our listeners know what it is.
Thank you. Yeah. That's I think, okay, NEAT too, because now we're talking about NEAT. I think any places throughout the day of work, regular work, when you're sitting at home, because so many of us are remote and we just sit and type and talk, if you can find little pockets of movement, and I don't mean stand and squat by your desk by any means, but if you have 10 minutes and you can take a lap around your neighborhood, around your building, etc., I think that's super helpful too, because it's just the snowball effect. Any places where you can make a little bit of effort, just take a little bit more movement, it'll compound on top.
Yeah, I'm big on, when I travel, I walk everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Like, truly, I had someone be like, you cannot walk home from the baseball game. I am driving you. But I walked to lunch. I walked to the Space Needle. I walked where, that's always just easy steps. And then same thing here is if I'm not working out, then I'm going to get coffee in the morning and I'm going to walk to the coffee shop. I'm going to walk to, if it's lunch or where, I can't walk to everywhere, but I don't live that close here. But it's I will try to get steps in when I'm doing the things that I can. Yeah,
it's just any places where you can find yourself to be incorporate a little bit more movement. And I always have to say this to my clients too. I think any time where you catch yourself where you haven't moved for 90 minutes to 2 hours, and because we're all sitting with our shoulders forward and our wrists forward and our head and neck forward, it just wrecks your posture and wrecks your upper body mobility. It was crazy. This morning I was teaching a class and I had everyone just put their hands behind their heads, elbows out. And so many people can't do that because okay, you work out every day.
I know. I didn't know if there was a trick.
You were checking? No, but it's just so many people can't do this. Can't put their elbows out and their hands behind their head.
Can't your elbow. I don't know if it was
they're
that
like
type
this.
of thing.
They're like this, and they can't move.
Okay.
Because their shoulder mobility is so bad. So I feel like any time throughout the day where you can catch yourself and stand up a little bit straighter or sit up straighter, that's a good tip too. We don't want to be hunched. And then I think my final one.
I'm hunched right now.
Yeah, no, I mean, look at me. I'm this is my shoulder. My shoulder is in the frame. That's how forward it is. Yeah, don't do as I say, not as I do. And then the last thing I want to say, because we keep talking about preparation, do you meal prep?
No.
I don't either.
Good.
But tip,
my brother does diligently, so shout out to him.
Individual, meals are ready. He has a meal, he microwaves it for dinner.
So I don't know. I know he still does some form of meal prep. When he was getting his MBA, he lived with us, and he would just bulk cook, and each night he'd have not a casserole, but a box, a huge thing of pasta, and we just scoop out of that and add meat from sauce or whatever.
Okay, maybe I do that. I ingredient prep. I make a massive thing of protein and then a bunch of vegetables and rice. And I know that every day I'm going to have food.
There's a thing with rice that scares me. I think that you can super sick from rice that's left out.
Yeah, you can, but you just have to nuke it in the microwave.
Yeah. I buy packaged, portioned out rice.
Okay, I wasn't going to say it, but same, the little baggies. And you have to
I do there's I'm sure I'm going to die from this. There's a plastic container. They do it's a Thai jasmine, a sticky rice. I forget the brand right now, but they're in my pantry right now. I'll buy those. And then I will I'll buy bulk chicken, but I don't cook it all. I just take out 3 or 4, 8 ounces and cook that.
At one time? You don't?
Yeah. I'm not cooking for the week. I hate leftovers.
Honestly, that's so on brand. If I was going to guess anything about you, I would say he does not use the internet and he hates leftovers.
There it is.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all.
All right. I feel like that's it. That was fitness from... Honestly, this is as qualified as we are to talk about anything.
Yeah, I feel the best about this episode, but that was the craziest way to end. All right, I think that's it. So we'll see you guys next time.